Holding space is about showing up authentically and creating safety in the moments that matter most. From parenting littles to navigating friendships and partnerships, I reframe tantrums, conflicts, and messy feelings as invitations to connection. I'm Julia Clark, a psychotherapist and play therapist with over 30 years of experience walking alongside children, families, and the people who care for them. Each episode explores the building blocks of emotional literacy, co-regulation, and boundaries, while honoring the intergenerational stories we carry within. Blending science with lived wisdom, I believe growth is playful, healing is possible, and we are all learning together. Hi, I'm Julia, and together we're holding space. In our last 2 episodes, we named 2 truths. 1, good parents sometimes yell. And 2, old patterns sometimes sneak in, even when we're committed to change. Today, we're talking about what happens next. Because rupture is inevitable, but repair is where trust grows. What is a rupture? A rupture is that moment when connection breaks. Voices rise, doors slam, tears fall. You both walk away feeling misunderstood or unsafe. It doesn't mean you're a bad parent. It means you're in a real relationship. And real relationships aren't defined by perfection. They're defined by how we return. The nervous system perspective. When a rupture happens, nervous systems often move into survival. Fight, yelling, hitting and throwing. Flight, running away, hiding. Freeze, shutting down, going silent. In the heat of rupture, neither you nor your child has access to logic or connection. Repair doesn't usually happen in the storm. It happens after, when both nervous systems have had a chance to settle. That's when the door reopens. Repair basics. A repair has 3 parts. 1, naming what happened, gently and simply. 2, taking responsibility without shame or blame. And 3, reconnecting in a way that feels safe for you both. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be sincere. How this looks in action. Repairing with a toddler. Toddlers are still learning language, so your repair needs to be short, simple, and safe. Imagine you snapped. Stop it right now. Later, you get close, soften your tone, and say, I'm sorry I yelled. That was scary. You didn't do anything wrong for having big feelings. I love you. Then invite reconnection, a cuddle, rocking in a chair, or sharing a snack or story. Toddlers don't need long explanations. They need to feel your calm nervous system wrap around theirs. Teens crave respect, and they notice inauthenticity right away. Imagine your teen mutters, whatever, and you snap, don't talk to me like that. Later, you might say, I didn't like how I raised my voice. I was frustrated, but I don't want to handle it that way. I respect you, even when we disagree. Then, offer reconnection in a way that honors their growing independence. Knock on their door before entering. Offer to drive them for a coffee. Share something light, like a funny video, as a bridge back to connection. Teens often test boundaries, but what they really need is to know you still want relationship with me, even when it's messy. Repair with a partner. Repair doesn't stop with parenting. It's just as important in our adult relationships. Imagine your partner interrupts you and you snap. Why do you never listen? Later, you might say, I was overwhelmed and I spoke harshly. I want to be able to share my feelings without hurting you. Can we try again? Then invite connection. A walk together, sitting close on the couch, a simple, I still love you, even when I'm frustrated. Repair with a partner models to your kids that all relationships, romantic, parental, professional, are built on rupture and repair. Repair in classrooms and therapy spaces. If you're a teacher or therapist, repair is just as vital. If you set a boundary too harshly or disconnect, circle back. I spoke strongly earlier. I hope that didn't feel scary. I care about you, and we're okay. This builds trust, shows accountability, and models repair as a life skill children will carry forward. Take a breath with me here. Inhale. Exhale. Reflect. What ruptures happen most often in my relationships? How was rupture handled in my childhood? What does repair feel like in my body? Notice if your instinct is to avoid, collapse into guilt, or over-control. All of those are nervous system strategies. The goal isn't to erase them, it's to notice, pause, and choose something new. Why this matters. When we repair, we teach that conflict is part of relationships, that feelings are safe to express, and connection can be rebuilt. And we teach ourselves, I don't have to repeat the story I inherited. And I can create a new pattern for me and for the next generation. This is part of our Holding Space series, where we talk honestly about rupture and repair and the healing that happens when we return with presence. If you've been carrying guilt about losing it, remember, rupture is inevitable. Repair is everything. Thank you for being here and for holding space with me. If the content of this podcast really resonated with you and you'd like to go even deeper, I'd love to invite you to step into this work more fully. Beyond the podcast, there are many ways that we can connect. Individual therapy for your child, parent coaching or support for yourself, and deeper I Am sessions that explore intergenerational patterns. Additionally, I also offer webinar workshops and weekend retreats for parents, classes, intensive trainings and supervision for therapists, and large group presentations for educators or school presentations. Each are designed to help us hold space for the next generation of children in safe, attuned, and meaningful ways. You can learn more and explore what fits best for you at clarity.family.